So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Manchester United, Mason Mount, Caicedo. What is this club doing? What are they cooking? The kids would say. What is Ten Hag cooking? Probably salmonella, judging by the state of their transfer targets and their bidding for everything and ending up with nothing. Kind of crazy, really. But before Man United fans start crying, you know I give it real talk. Doesn't matter what club it is. I say it as it is. So we're going to get into talking about everything Man United in a minute. Make sure you are smashing the like button up. Big up to everybody who has subbed to this channel. That close to 16K. Come on, people. About 200 odd away from 16K. So let's get that done by today. And yeah, man, the views are lit as well. So thank you very much. Obviously, I know I said I wanted to do 2 a day on this channel. The problem I have is because the views are so good at the moment, if I put another video out, it will kill off the first video. And I don't really want to be doing that. So once the views don't go so well, then we can start doing that again. Same on the main channel. There's no point me putting out 3 videos if the first video is doing above and beyond what 3 videos would do. So I want to kill the traction off on the first video by putting out second and flooding it. So it's all about balance, people. Balance. But big up to everybody who's showing love, man. Sub, like, share, put your comments down below, super chats down below. And Mason Mount, third bid is on the table. Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, a few others put this out there the other day that they had bid for Mason Mount again. And that hasn't been rejected or accepted yet, apparently. It says Man United have a final bid for Mason Mount on the table. It's still valid in case Chelsea change their minds. So it's on the table. It's not officially been rejected from... I can't find that anywhere, that it's been officially rejected. Mason Mount has been clear. He either leaves now or he leaves as a free agent. He's refusing to sign a new contract, which is, listen, entirely up to him what he does. It's his career. He's contracted until the end of next summer. There's no obligation for him to sign any other contract. He's free to choose where he wants to go next summer. Obviously, he can talk to overseas clubs in January and do a pre-contract agreement. But it looks like he does want to go to Manchester United at the moment. But Manchester United have also got their eye on Caicedo, which this is why I'm baffled with Man United. Man United need to be getting players out before they get players in, because they've got Harry Maguire there, they've got Martial there, they've got a lot of other players, Scott McTominay, Ericsson. There's a lot of players at that football club that shouldn't necessarily be there. They should be gone already. But again, all you get out of football fans is, oh, but the window's only been open 2 weeks. And how many deals have been completed around the world already since the transfer window was before it was open to now? You can get deals done. Ilkay Gundogan signed for Barcelona, officially done. In 4 days' time at midnight, that is when these players are out of the contracts officially. So then they are free agents. If they've still got years left on their contract, midnight on the 1st of July from the 30th of December, 30th of June into the 1st of July is when they go into the next year of their contract. So Mason Mount will be entering the last year of his contract on the 1st of July at 1 second past midnight. So he will then have 1 year left. This is when deals will start officially being announced on websites for the football clubs. Because yes, we've got journalists out there saying they've unveiled him, he's holding the shirt, blah, blah, blah. But there will be a lot of deals that will start popping up on our Arsenal website. Kai Havertz deal, Timber, we're talking about that. Go and check that video out as well. Timber, Rice, Havertz. That's the video that's dropping straight after this on the main channel, people. But for me, I'm a bit baffled with Man United because they've obviously got this ownership issue looming and over their heads as well. Now, the Glazers are trying to strip every single last drop that they can out of that football club. And we don't really know whether Sheikh Jassim is actually going to be the owner of Man United. We're still none the wiser. And this has gone on and on and on. People are using this as an excuse as to why Man United ain't doing anything. Man United are apparently in for Caicedo. Chelsea are unwilling to pay the fee, according to the latest reports out there today. And Man United are looking to go and pay it. So they've gone for Mason Mount, if you believe these reports. Mason Mount, who's not a DM, he's not Caicedo, he's a completely different style of footballer who plays in a completely different position, to now turning their attention to Caicedo for more money than Mason Mount, but plays in a completely different position. This makes no sense to me. Like, either this is just absolute garbage, which a lot of transfer rumours are, or Man United genuinely do not have a Scooby what they're doing. And I think it's a bit of both, if I'm being honest. I think that, people are sitting there bigging up Ten Hag. Oh, Ten Hag, it's the Glazers, blah, blah, blah. Ten Hag's openly admitted when he got the job that he has the final say on transfers. He's openly said that on camera. His words, it came out of his mouth. I have the say on transfers. So if he gets Mason Mount, that's his signing. If he gets Caicedo, that's his sign. None of this, it's a club signing. None of this rubbish. He has openly admitted that, unless he is a liar. Make of that what you will. He said Harry Maguire's a good footballer and done good things for Man United, so maybe he is a liar. Harry Maguire is still at the club as we speak. At 2:15 on Monday, the 26th of June. Kind of crazy, really. But the fact is, like, there's a lot of players out there that should and could be getting moves done like that. But these football clubs, they're all trying to play games. I've got it at Arsenal with Declan Rice. Man City are in the frame. Well, 4 days ago, Ornstein said that Man City were going to make a bid that day. 4 days later, it's they're looking to make a bid. Well, which one is it, Ornstein? And these are the people that most football fans online look up to. The Ornsteins, the Fabrizios, the top tier ones, or whatever you want to call them, yeah? The fact is, a lot of these people are working on behalf of the football clubs. They're working on behalf of the agents. I'm not saying that they're getting direct cash money into their banks to put out the prop, but they might get a little interview here and there. They might get a little exclusive. You can have that one because you behaved. Yeah, we see it all the time. David Ornstein's a prime example. How many times he interviewed the hierarchy at Arsenal? Why? Because he says and does what they say. Yeah, and he would always be the top tier for Arsenal. When the reality is a lot of these journalists, they're literally just working to be the PR machine for the football clubs. Do Man United want Caicedo? I'd imagine they probably do. He's a good player. But is he going to get in the team with Casemiro? Probably would. Because I think Casemiro is a miles better footballer. But I think that his legs are not what Caicedo's are. He can't get up and down, up and down, up and down as much as Caicedo can. So what you do is you get Caicedo to just sit. And you get Casemiro to sit a little bit higher. He's the legs for Casemiro. I get it if they sign him. And I think he's a top player. He goes to any team, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, United, any of these teams, he instantly makes the midfield better for me in any of them teams, even Man City, because I think he's that good a player, Caicedo. But there's a reason nobody's bid the money yet. And that's because they're waiting to see what other transfers they can get done. Man United are desperate to get Mason Mount. You would not lodge 3 bids for Mason Mount to not want him. Oh, let's just throw 3 bids in and say we tried. Yeah, that probably does happen, but not in this case, not in a summer window, this early in a summer window. This would be 3 bids on deadline day, like Arsenal did with Douglas Luiz, for example. We tried, but then Arsenal never went back in for him. 2 bids in January for Caicedo. We tried and never went back in for him this summer. So I don't think in the summer window, this early on in the summer window, that Man United are just saying, we tried. I don't think it is the case. I think they do want Mason Mount. They should be going after Mason Mount and Caicedo, to be honest. They're Man United. Let's be real with it. They have got a lot of money, despite what people tell you. Man United are caked. But the ownership could be holding it up. The player's agent could be holding it up. Haggling over how much they want could be holding it up. I don't know. The fact and reality is there's a lot of football clubs out there that need to do a lot of work. Man United is one of them. And the fact that they've still not signed anybody yet, they're still haggling for Mason Mount. They're now in the race. In the race? What kind of race is it? Is it a steeplechase? Is it a 100-meter sprint? 200? Is it a marathon? Half marathon? Does anybody know what kind of race? We're in the race. Okay, good one. But the fact is, Man United should be out there actively buying both of these players. And I think there's a lot of people playing games here. Journalists, agents, the football clubs. And the fact is, for me, it's a fact. Maybe for some of you it ain't. But I see it as a fact. This is all a big game. It is just a big game to see who breaks first. Yeah, and this is why some of these big deals, Declan Rice, Caicedo, big deals like that, maybe even the Vardial, although Man City moved different, I can't lie. Maybe these deals won't get done until this time next month. maybe 2-3 weeks from now. Because I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, it's a big deals, 100 million, you know, there's a lot of fine details and the lawyers and all that. It's the same principle as signing a 30 million pound player. It's just the fees are different. The add-ons will be different. Like how quick you want the payment to be different. You can still get this stuff done. Look how quick Arsenal got Kai Havertz done. Just like that, inside of less than a week, Kai Havertz is done. You know, so there is deals that can be done at high value if you're not playing games. And I think Man United are playing a game with Chelsea. I think everyone's playing a game with Caicedo. And I think Arsenal and Man City are playing a game with Rice. You know, at the end of the day, these stories that come out there, I'd rather half of them didn't. No, just tell us when the player's signed, mate. We don't need all of this in-between garbage and waffle. The bid is imminent. Monitoring the player. Keeping tabs on the player. He's in love with the club. Match points. Like, the talk within the industry. What are you waffling about? Just tell us when the player's signed, mate. It'd be a lot easier. Don't need all of this crap. But it is what it is. Maybe I'm just a miserable old man. I don't know. I'm feeling like an old man today. Benahavis River was beautiful, by the way. Climbing, diving, swimming in the river. It goes all the way downhill. It's super sick. It took about 3 hours to get from start to finish, but my back is in agony today. Even though I look fresh, I don't feel it. I feel really drained. Anyway, all have a blessed day. I will be back again tomorrow talking about something else. Maybe a player would have signed for somebody by then. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts on Mason Mount, Caicedo to Man United. Should they be getting both? Are they going to get both? Will they get either? Will they pay the money for Mount? Will they pay the money for Caicedo? And why do you think it's taken so long for some of these deals to happen? So you leave it all in the comment section down below. Smash the like, get your super chats in, sub to the channel. I want it on 16K by tonight. Come on, people. Let's get it done. And check out the video about Declan Rice, Lavia, and Timber on the main channel. That'll be out as soon as you've got to the end of this video. We're out. Adios. Ciao.